Big Huff Daddy here, talking about Week 11 in the NFL Sunday. Today's Monday. We do have Monday Night Football, 49ers in Arizona versus the Cardinals. I'm just going to go off the top. I'm going to go with 49ers on the road versus the Cardinals. I think the Cardinals have a few injuries. Um, Murray, I think he was questionable, game time decision, something like that. Start off right here, Bears in Atlanta. That was a pretty close game. Atlanta able to edge it out right there, 27-24. The Bears 3-8, Falcons 5-6. I don't think these guys are being the playoffs. Falcons might have a chance, depending on how Tampa performs the next few weeks. Staying over 500, under 500, 5-6 for Atlanta. Going on to that Eagles Colts game, that was a real close game. I like how Saturday's turning that thing around, at least trying to. Matty Ice, no touchdowns, 200 yards. But yeah, real close game towards the end where Philly was able to get most of their points. They scored 2 touchdowns right there at the end to hold it with 9-1. NFC leaders right now. This game, the Jets and the Patriots. What a boring, stinking, no good game most of the game, and then the last 30 seconds we had a little action. Zach Wilson, pitiful, 77 yards. No touchdowns for anybody. We got a couple gooses that just flew past, and we got one following them. M. Carter, only 20 yards rushing. Just abysmal day right here in New England for the Jets. New England has the Jets numbers. I think they said 14 in a row. Commanders, Texans. Commanders got that versus Texans. Both these teams. Commanders actually 6-5 in that NFC beast. Rams, Saints. Saints able to take care of business at home versus Rams team that's really just hurt, struggling. Saints 4-7. Probably not going to get a wild card spot. Browns, Bills. Bills kind of struggled a little bit versus the Browns, I would say, and then they kind of just blew it open right there at the end. Jacoby Brissett, 3 touchdowns though. Oh, not bad. Josh Allen though, less than 200 yards, 18 for 27. I don't know if it's because he's just gotta get it together, man. That's all I could say. Bills looking good in the AFC. They're actually second in the AFC Beast right now. Miami holding it down. Panthers at Ravens. I would think that the Ravens would able to score a little bit more versus the Panthers. Low scoring game throughout. I think the Ravens, they put up the points right there in the fourth quarter. Lamar, no touchdowns, interception. Yeah, you got a rusher, though. Got the Lions on a win streak. 31 points versus the Giants. Sheesh. Oh, man. Detroit kind of turning it around. I don't know. I guess this is what Detroit football is all about. Kind of stinking up and then giving them a little hope, and then really not going nowhere. Um, yeah, interesting. Giants lost at home versus the Lions. Broncos lost at home versus the Raiders in overtime. Both these teams suck. Cowboys first up. Vikings. Man, the Cowboys really just came in there and and told the Vikings, like, this is my lunch, this is my dinner. You don't get no snacks, get no cookies. Really dominated all phases. Oof, the Vikings defense, they couldn't adjust to get they were getting whatever ran over. Pollard just destroying their linebackers. Um, Vikings couldn't get no runs. Man, the quarterback Cousins couldn't. Man could barely drop back to throw a pass. He was getting sacked. See how many sacks? Um, Sacks allowed. 7 sacks. Dang. Cowboys dominant performance in the NFC East versus the 8-2. I've been real high on the Vikings since the start of the season. These things happen. So, kind of wet the bed. You're not prepared. It's football. It's a real matchup game, and if you don't adjust to these matchups, you can't figure it out. You're just going to get exposed and absolutely destroyed, and that's what we saw right there. Um, NFC, man, looking nice. The football this year has been really good, really close competition. Um, we see like good teams even have struggling weeks. So just really good football, man. Can't wait till these playoffs. We're seeing how the playoffs shape out. We got the Bengals in Pittsburgh versus Steelers. That was a nice close game. Good divisional matchup. Um, got to catch a little bit of that. Joe Burrow, 4 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, 355 on them yards. Steelers, though, I just think they don't really have like the offense to really. I mean, they put up 30 points. Jeez. But yeah, it's just the offense is kind of lacking right now. They'll figure it out. Trust their coach. Steelers, they'll get back into it. I'm not too worried about them on the long term. And then the Bagels right here, 6-4 for the AFC North. Who's leading that division right now? Oh yeah, the Ravens. Duh. Well, it's got to be close. Let's see the standings real quick. Yeah, Ravens 7-3, man. Still close matchup. So, yeah, that division's looking close in that top 2. I'm not trying to go off too far. I think I'll do a little playoff picture look at the end of this, since we are here. The Sunday night game, that was a good game. Got catch the first half at least before I went to bed. Chargers, man, Chargers just put up points. They didn't put nothing up in that third quarter. Patty, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. Josh Herbert, 280, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. 30-27. Man, that seemed like it was a good game all the way throughout. Yeah, what I could say about the Chargers, man, they just can put up some points. I think they had a possession. It was like 3 yards or 3 plays, 77 yards in a minute and like less than 10 seconds, a minute 3 seconds, something like that. really put up some points. But KC really, when you look at this breakdown, um, KC had more yards, total yards, more yards per play. um, Chargers 5 sacks allowed. That's wow. Then the Chargers had the ball a little bit longer. The time of possession 32 to 27 minutes. So that's kind of interesting to me too. Um, Chiefs best in the West. You check out my video. Um, the best in the West. We got Chiefs best in the West, AFC, NFC. Um, taking care of business on the road. First divisional opponent, 8-2. So check out the playoff picture real quick. Kind of see what we're looking like right here. We're start off in this AFC. We got the AFC East right here on top. I guess Dolphins were on a bye week, 7-3, tied with the Bills. But the thing with the Bills is they are winless in their division. This doesn't have the division breakdown. So that's going to be something that's going to be crucial going down, and in the playoffs, the playoff race to get seeding. They got to get some wins in the division. If not, it's going to be tough. Probably going to be a wild card if they don't get a few wins in the division. And Miami, man, Miami's looking good. They're getting healthy. They're starting to mesh. And man, the Bills better watch out. Excuse me. We just talked about the Chiefs, best in the West, AFC West, 8-2. I think really they're getting head and shoulders above their competition in the AFC West. And AFC North, we got the Ravens 7-3, and the Bagels right here 6-4. Then Tennessee leading the South 7-3. I don't really see anybody else coming out of the South. So we'll see what that wild card situation is looking like after this. Eagles 9-1 in that NFC Beasts. You got the Cowboys off that just ridiculous 40-point blowout. Giants still after a loss 7-3, 4-2 at home. So man, that's crazy. And we have the NFC West. The NFC West is pretty close right now. Seahawks 6-4. I'm thinking the Seahawks are going to be able to take that NFC West crown. But crucial game right here in the division, 49ers versus Cardinals Monday night. So 49ers can get that win like I think they will be. They'll be 6-4 also. They don't have the division here, so we'll see. We'll see after tonight. Vikings with that 8-2 loss, NFC North leading. Lions only 4 wins. Packs 4 wins. And right here, this NFC South, man, I'm just telling you, the Falcons right here on the toes of the Bucks, man. It's going to be close. I think it's going to go down to I think that last game is Bucks and Falcons, man. So we'll see, man. Yeah, Bucks and Falcons. So it's going to get close. This NFC South playoff picture. Who's going to be able to get? Who's going to be able to win that NFC South? Because there's not going to be no wild cards coming out of there. So let me see. Pull up the playoff picture and see what the wild cards looking like. They got Chiefs right here and number 1 seed. Then they got Dolphins, number 2. They got the Titans right here, number 3, and the Ravens, number 4. Bills, wild card, number 5, and wow, the Pats. Oh yeah, because they just beat the Jets. So, and then the Bagels right there, number 7. So really, we're watching to see kind of what the Jets do, what the Chargers do, and if the Colts right here too, 4-6. So we'll kind of see how this turns out. I think, yeah, it's going to be a close race right here between the Jets, Chargers, the Bagels, Pats. We'll kind of see these 4 teams really, um, play hard for these wild card positions. Bills, they got tough competition in this East, man. 7-3. They really got to get more wins in the division. Let's see the NFC, what the NFC is looking like. So we're really watching, like, see what the Pats, Bagels, Jets, Chargers do. Man, the Chargers really can just light it up, man. Um, we'll see how this turns out next few weeks, guys. Let me know in comments below who you think the wild card is going to be. If these division leaders are going to be able to hold it down. I think this AFC is going to the AFC East is going to be it's going to be a close one, man. Let's go ahead into this NFC. We got the Eagles leading, number 1 spot. Vikings in number 2. They got the Seahawks in the 3rd position, and that number 4, Bucks 5-5. So this NFC South, man, it's going to be close. They got Cowboys number 5. They got the Giants number 6, and the 49ers right here on the wild card. And we're also looking at Washington and Atlanta. Lions, I don't know. Yo, the only way the Lions are going to be able to get in this wild card is if the Falcons wet the bed, if the Commanders wet the bed, and the 49ers wet the bed, and the Lions could, like, win out. That's the only way I see that happening. So really, we're watching this NFC South, how the Cardinals Bucks are going to play out. We are watching this NFC Beasts, how that's shaping out. Because, man, you got Washington on the bubble. You got the Giants, Cowboys, and the NFC Beast leader, Eagles, man. So, if all 4 of the NFC East get in there. Wow. So, actually, real big game right here for the 49ers, for the wild card, for their playoff positioning. And Seahawks got to hold it down, man. 6-4. 49ers, they could mess around and get a win and be in the playoffs in a couple weeks. We'll see. I think Seattle, though, could win the West. It's going to be a close one. That's how that playoff picture's looking, guys. We are really keeping an eye on the NFC Beasts. We're keeping an eye on the NFC South with the Bucks and Falcons. And we are looking at the AFC. We're watching that AFC Beasts. And we're watching the how these Jets, how the Bagels, the Patriots, the AFC East, and if the Chargers can get something rolling. So we'll see how this playoff picture turns out. That is a Monday Mix brought to you by Huff Daddy, talking about Week 11 and the NFL, talking about the standings, talking about that playoff picture. What do I think the playoff picture is forming up to be? Man, give me some comments. How you think this playoff picture is going to be looking like? Man, what you think about the games? We got some close games. We had the Cowboys blowing them out in Minnesota. Man, just good games in the NFL. Looking forward to next week. Looking forward to Thanksgiving. We got Thursday, Thanksgiving football. So that's about it, man. HD out. I'm running over here 20 minutes. Like, subscribe, comment. Who's going to the playoffs?